Why aren't you successful despite of all your hard work? We first need to ask ourselves, what is success? The success in worldly matters is subject to prarabdha, that is our past karma. Now, let me tell you a small story that will help you understand it better. Vidyaranya was a great man. He performed Gayatri rituals to get wealth and to make his parents happy. He performed multiple rituals and sacrifices but didn't get any wealth. At the end, he took sannyasa. When he took sannyasa, Goddess Gayatri manifested and said, "You are now eligible for wealth and abundance." He declined, saying, "Now I am a renunciate. My parents have also passed away. I needed wealth to serve them. You did not show up when I was performing rituals to get the wealth." Then Goddess Gayatri replied, "I did not show up because you had committed 24 grave sins in your past lives. 23 got nullified when you performed rituals, and the last one got nullified when you took sannyasa. Now ask whatever you want." He said, "I am now a renunciate, so I do not need anything. Now I only want to attain Lord." This shows that the consequences of the bad karma from the past lives are to be suffered no matter what. What should we do now to achieve ultimate peace? Just keep chanting His holy name and pray, "My Lord, my past karma may affect my body, but I'll be nourished only by you, my Lord." And He can even nullify your past karma if He wishes. Sudama, who was a great friend of Lord Krishna, he was destined to be poor. Sudama was so poor that he didn't used to get alms for many days. All these devotees set an example for us. Even after begging, he wouldn't get anything for many days. One day his wife said, "Both of us can survive even on Charanamrit for days." Charanamrit means the holy water from the feet of Lord. "But what about our children? How they will survive? They will die out of hunger." Sudama said, "I know no one else except Lord Krishna. Now, what can I do?" This happens when your bad karma from past life manifests. We do not get success anywhere, even after working hard. One day, Shri Rukminiji was feeding prasad to Thakurji. He suddenly became sad. Then Rukminiji asked, "My Lord, I have seen you like this only when your devotees are in trouble." Lord said, "My friend Sudama has not even eaten for many days." Then Rukminiji said, "My Lord, he is your friend and I am your servant. Rukminiji is the incarnation of Mahalakshmi. Please give me order and all the arrangements will be done." Then Lord Krishna replied, "My friend has no desire even when he is in this difficult situation, and without his desire, I am helpless. Once he desires, then all the arrangements will be made." Rukminiji said, "Can you make him desire?" Then Lord Krishna said, "Even I cannot create desire within him, because in the heart of a devotee where there is constant remembrance of God, there cannot be any desire for materialistic things." Then Rukminiji said, "Can you awaken desire in his wife's heart?" Then Thakurji replied, "Yes, I will try." So the Lord went in the guise of a saint, asking for alms. She came out, performing her duty as a householder who must show hospitality towards the guest. With folded hands, she said, "I am incapable of giving you alms." The saint asked, "Why?" She said, "Because I am impure and afflicted by ritual impurity. I've given birth to a son." The saint said, It was okay. I can come after 10 or 12 days. She said, no, I'm impure for my entire life now. Then the saint asked what kind of son this was. She replied that poverty is in the form of a son. As a scholar's wife, she didn't reply directly in the sense that she could not provide alms, and instead stated that she was impure. The saint then replied, how can you be poor? One whose friend is Lord Krishna, how can he be poor? Ask your husband once. The saint then went away. When Sudama came home, she said, today I am very sad. I could not serve the guest. Your friend is Lord Krishna. Why don't you go to him? I am very sure he will help us in one or the other way. Sudama replied, I have not made him a friend to support me. I would rather die than ask him for help. Then she said, okay, don't ask for help, but at least go for his darshan. I have heard he is very generous. He may give you something. Sudama replied, yes, I can go for the darshan. It's been long since I met him. But when you meet a friend, you should take something with you. But I do not have anything. So his wife went to the neighbor's house asking for something. When your time is bad, no one helps you. One of the neighbors gave her that part of the rice which is usually discarded after sieving. She brought it to Sudama, and then Sudama tied them in a pouch and reached Dwarka. The gatekeepers at Dwarka looked at his weak and skinny body. His clothes were torn at places. He was looking as if poverty had been personified. Sudama then requested to meet Lord Krishna. The gatekeepers instructed him to be careful with what he was asking. Sudama still asked them to go and tell Lord Krishna that a Brahmin named Sudama has come to meet. The gatekeepers went and informed Lord Krishna that there was a person at the door and he was asking Lord's name in an uncivilized manner. Upon hearing Sudama's name, Lord Krishna came overjoyed and ran towards the gate. The gatekeepers were astonished to see him like that, as even Brahma and Shiva had to wait at the gate to meet the Lord. Then Lord Krishna took Sudama to the palace and seated him on his throne and washed his feet. He then inquired about Sudama's well-being and whether he was now married. Sudama replied, yes, and told him about his kids. Then Lord Krishna went near him and said, you must have brought something for me. Give me that. Sudama was feeling embarrassed with all the opulence around. How to give him those discarded rice grains wrapped in the dirty pouch? Lord Krishna said, you are again making a mistake of stealing my portion. Sudama still felt embarrassed to show him, so God just snatched that pouch and ate those grains from it. After eating, he was so ecstatic and said, I never ate something this tasty till today. Seeing this, Rukmani's eyes welled up, and she immediately stopped Lord from eating them further. Then there was a grand welcome for Sudama, and he was adorned with nice clothes and ornaments and etc. Now the time came for him to return to his home. He was looking at God without any desire. Yes, he stood there empty-handed. Lord Krishna said to Sudama, do not wear these opulent clothes while traveling, as there is a fear of thieves. So Sudama took off all those clothes. While traveling back, he thought it was good that God didn't give me anything, otherwise a poor person like me would indulge in material pleasures and forget God. It is nothing but God's love for him. He was still not thinking anything negative. when he reached his home, it looked like Dwarka, so he got confused and asked whether it was his home. Lord's assistant, who keeps track of living beings' destiny, came. He informed Sudama that your destiny had only misfortune and there was no wealth in your life, but the Lord has reversed it and converted it into so much fortune that your wealth now compares with that of Kuber. Lord's assistant asked him the reason behind Sudama's fortune. Lord replied, "This is because he has done some good karma. He has satisfied all living creatures in infinite universes." The assistant became curious and said, "But he didn't even have anything to satisfy his own hunger." Lord replied, "All these universes reside within me, and when I ate that rice he brought, he satisfied all those creatures living within these universes." Lord instructed the assistant to write this good karma in his destiny. Kartum akartum anyatha kartum. This shows that only the Lord can destroy your accumulated karma. The Lord possesses all potencies. He can act freely and do and undo whatever He likes. So, take shelter of the Supreme Lord. Chant His name and pray that if you feel it's right, solve my problem or give me courage and wisdom to face it, then everything will be all right.